Question 790. What do you consider... I don't like the way this is phrased. What do you consider to be the least considered dangerous aspect of religion?
Ooh,
that's a loaded one.
Yes. That's the problem.
I just read that again, Dave. Just make sure I'm getting the question straight here.
What do you think is the least considered dangerous aspect of religion?
That is difficult. That is difficult because it's probably one we haven't even considered as well. You know?
There's probably lots we haven't considered.
Mm.
I mean, I think it gets talked about a lot about the indoctrination as to being the reason people believe, but I think how... I don't even know the words to describe it. How it puts things right very deeply in your psyche that you don't really know are there and don't know are having an effect. And you can leave the religion and years later they are still there controlling your psyche.
How about because I think we may have just touched on this. It was either on here or another stream I was on the other day. But I think one that doesn't always get brought up is it doesn't teach people to cope with loss that as well as that perhaps people should be.
No, not at all. It teaches you to not deal with it.
Yeah, and I think maybe that I think that because I don't think that's something it's really discussed very often. But I think that may be where we, possibly, for something that's not considered very often. But
yeah, I gotta go with catnip.
What?
What's your answer?
The cat for a minute. I'm gonna agree with Artemis in the chat, tithing the poor, because there are some churches, especially in the South, that also have food banks. So it's like they tithe the shit out of you, or they guilt you into paying tithes, and then they're like, "Oh, if you need food, we'll give you food." So it just leads to this really ridiculous cycle of giving them all of your money just so they can give you the smallest amount of food that you'll actually survive on, and then pretending that that's okay. I know I am very extensive childhood memories of that shit happening to me and my family. So
Antjer says people spending so much money on religious accoutrements. Don't actually know that word.
Religious what?
Accoutrements. An additional item of dress or equipment. Things they need for their religion. Sammy says, what Dave said, the lingering indoctrination can be a massive roadblock in completely waking up and keep one falling back to the security of the indoctrination. Thank you, Jen. Accoutrements. I'm going to kill her. Math Pig.
Hi, she's smart. I like her. Don't hurt
She's
her.
very smart.
I don't know what accoutrements are.
Yes.
Why would I know what accoutrements are?
How do you not know?
Why would I know?
Because you're...
It's
I
like
don't know. British people are supposed to have large vocabularies.
Yeah, I went to a public school.
So did I, in America. In Connecticut,
Yeah,
though.
hello.
public school means something different in the UK, Amanda.
No, I was using it in an American sense.
I refuse to believe that the poshest man in our community.
Yeah.
Jesus candles from gas stations. Oh, Jen says
Only if you like them at the gas station. That's a very dangerous aspect.
only if you like them more.
Manda.
I can't think of it.
I don't know when they have, like, when luncheon gatherings, I guess. I can't think of anything.
How are they dangerous?
You said
What do
least dangerous, didn't you?
No, I said least considered dangerous.
Oh, okay.
They could still really be dangerous.
I was wondering what are they discussing at these
Well.
luncheons?
Religion.
Depends on what they put on. Depends on what they put in the potato salad. Just saying.
Okay, so then the
Probably
most
white
dangerous
chocolate.
is fuck. Won't come back to me. I heard it wrong. Sorry. I was totally paying attention though.
We'll see how
It's like
we'll
saying
see-
no, I didn't fart.
Well, we'll see how much you're paying attention in a minute, man.
I think we're about to lose Jeff.
Yeah.
Or am I roboting?
Yeah.
You're junk shopping a little bit. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll drop out and come back in. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I guess I would say the same. The indoctrination or the hierarchies of the church, having, different people in different positions of power. It seems to make things worse. I don't know.
Mm.
Fuck if I know. I'm not religious.
Oh, that did something weird. Oh, I see.
Oh my god, yes. Miracle Whip versus Mayo. Miracle Whip's not real. Get rid of that.
That's what they discuss at luncheons. That leads to war.
Oh, actually, you know what? I got it.
Go on.
It's all the anti-science rhetoric,
Yes!
attempting to prove themselves by facing up against science and saying it's wrong. That is.
Did anyone hear Sai got on the last call on Atheist Experience last night?
No, I didn't.
He phoned in to complain about atheist memes. About us doing things like God equals the square root of -1. And things like that. And they had this length here where basically everyone stop being fucking pedantic. And I said the correct response really is, we're going to start worrying about what other atheists say when you start giving a shit about what the fucking batshit crazy Christians say.
In fairness to him, though, he does take
Thank
on
you.
some of it. He does take on some of the fucking arseholes like Kent Hovins and whatever on that, the way they misrepresent science. So I'm not a big massive fan of Sygart, but
He's got worse
but-
since he's retired.
Hmm.
But it is what it is. I was shocked. Who hasn't answered? Math Pig.
Probably the idea of the supernatural, because it'll pub on after religion and things like that, as you said, Dave. The lack of critical thinking and logical thinking, and you're still open to stupid stuff and still susceptible to being conned by. It's the idea of mind, the idea of the way you think.
Yeah, I was depressed to see how much of Cosmo was filled with fucking star sign shit.
I was going to say something on what Manza said, which I think something just that's not so much the science denial aspect. It's the actual. What I find worse is when they actually misrepresent actual science to make their point. I find that a lot worse, more insidious than science denial.
Well, but it's a form of science denial.
I mean,
in and of itself.
It is in a way, but it's more that they're just deliberately misrepresenting science to prove God or to prove usually young Earth creationism or something like that. I find that a lot. I find that far more insidious because that's very, just blatantly dishonest.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you have one, B?
The only paths I was going down mentally, they already covered. So no, I really don't have anything.
Fair enough.
I don't investigate into it enough because I don't care about it enough to have that much of an opinion on it. Honestly.
No, it's entirely valid. Right. In which case, next question. Question 791 is...
Manda was paying attention as well because she didn't ask you what you'd answered.
It's not the sort of question, though.
Because you have. Because you did.
I ranted.
I'm paying attention. Sort of.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.